Hari Om viewers, welcome back. I know it's been a long since we met last, but I've taken this break to fix some lighting and other issues to make my videos look better. Hope you will not mind and continue the same patronage. We've been discussing talks by Sadhguru Sri Sivananda Murthy Garu on the topic Sri Krishna. Today I have come with a fascinating episode between Lord Sri Krishna and Sri Ashtavakra Maharshi. Sri Ashtavakra Maharshi was a great Gnani, a self realized individual. He was a born Gnani. He waited from Treta Yuga till Dwaparyuga to have the darshan of the Supreme Lord. Today, we shall see the story between Lord Sri Krishna and Sri Ashtavakra Maharshi. Let us shift the focus first to Dwaparyuga. It was Dwaparyuga. Lord Krishna was at Dwaraka. Sri Ashtavakra Maharshi entered the court of Lord Sri Krishna. Lord Krishna was happy to see the Rishi. He stood up to receive him. Lord Ashtavakra Maharshi approached the Supreme Lord, meditated upon his divine form in his mind, and as Lord Krishna was about to offer him some water, Ashtavakra Maharshi fell on the lotus feet of the Lord and he gave up his mortal coil. He breathed his last. Lord Krishna himself performed the funeral rites of the Rishi. He took the responsibility to perform all the rituals after the death of the Rishi. The ministers of Lord Sri Krishna and the wives of the Lord were surprised. Why is the Lord taking the responsibility of performing the funeral rites of the Rishi? They asked him, "Who is this Rishi? Why have you taken all this upon yourself?" At this, Lord Sri Krishna told the story of the great Rishi to his wives and the ministers. Let us see what Lord Sri Krishna told them about the life of the great Rishi. Lord Krishna said that Ashtavakra Maharshi was a great Gnani, a Mahatapasvi, that he belonged to the family of Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma had created four Manasaputras, Vashishta, Angirasa, Marichi, and Prachetana. Rishi Prachetana had a son by name Asita. Asita was a great devotee of Lord Sri Vishnu. Asita had no children. So, Asita started to perform a tapas. While performing the tapas, Lord Brahma appeared in the form of Akashavani to Asita and told him to meditate on Lord Rudra. Upon the saying of Lord Brahma, Asita continued to meditate on Lord Rudra. After some time, Rudra appeared to Asita and gave him the Radha mantra. He gave the Upadesa of Radha mantra and told him to meditate on it. Asita continued his tapas on the Radha mantra and he was blessed with a son. Devala is the son of Asita. Devala was married later in life to a princess named Malavati. They even had children. Devala was a great Vairagi, a highly dispassionate individual. He continued his life by performing tapas. His tapas had become so intense that Lord Indra got worried. He sent the beautiful Apsarasa Rambha to disrupt his tapas. But Devala refuted the approaches of Rambha. At this, the Apsarasa got angry and she cursed Devala that he would be born as Ashtavakra in his next birth. And so, Ashtavakra was born to Rishi Ekapada with 8 deformities. As we know, Ashta is 8, Vakra is a deformity. So, he was born with 8 deformities and he was known as Ashtavakra. In fact, Rambha had cursed him that he would be known as Ashtavakra. But when Rambha cursed Devala, she realized her folly and she said that you will be born as Ashtavakra, but your knowledge shall remain intact. No one can harm your knowledge. No one can take away that knowledge from you. You shall be born a Gnani. And so Ashtavakra was a born Gnani. In this way, Ashtavakra was born to Rishi Ekapada and Sujata. Lord Krishna said that Ashtavakra was his great devotee. He was born with the sankalpa that he wanted to have the darshan of Lord Sri Krishna. And so Ashtavakra had waited till Dwaparyuga, till the incarnation of Lord Sri Krishna. And that is why he had come to Dwaraka to have the darshan of the Supreme Lord before he gave up his mortal coil. Throughout his life, he had been singing the praises of the Supreme Lord. So, this is the relationship between Ashtavakra and Lord Sri Krishna. This episode has been mentioned in the Sri Krishna Kanda of the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. Let us now shift our focus to Treta Yuga and see the birth of Ashtavakra Maharshi. Ashtavakra was born to Rishi Ekapada. Ekapada was a great rishi himself, a great Vedic scholar. He would train students on Vedas and Vedangas at his ashram. He was such a committed teacher that he would train the students for 18 hours a day. Once, when Ekapada was training his students in the ashram, the baby in the mother's womb commented on the methodology of the teaching of Ekapada. At this, Ekapada got infuriated and he cursed the baby in the womb that he would be born as Ashtavakra. And thus, Ashtavakra was born with 8 deformities. Was born, his mother told Ekapada to go to King Janaka to ask for some monetary help. They needed money to raise the child and to run the family. Dear viewers, we must always remember that the rishis never used tapas for their own benefit. They always did tapas for the welfare of mankind. Upon his wife's saying, Ekapada went to the court of King Janaka to ask for some help. Vandi, the great Vedic scholar, was the royal pandit at King Janaka's court. Vandi is the son of Lord Varuna. Here, Ekapada had to enter into an intellectual debate and defeat Vandi to get some help from King Janaka. Unfortunately, Ekapada failed in from King Janaka. Unfortunately, Ekapada failed in the debate. He was defeated. The punishment meted out to such defeated people was that they were made to sit in a pool of water. They were detained in that kingdom. And so Ekapada did not return home. Meanwhile, Ashtavakra was brought up by his maternal grandfather Rishi Uddalaka. Rishi Uddalaka was a great Vedic scholar. When Ashtavakra was about 8 years of age, he came to know the story of his father. He was determined to get him back. So, Ashtavakra, along with his cousin Shvetaketu, went to the kingdom of Janaka to get his father Ekapada back. But here at Janaka, Ashtavakra was a young boy with so many physical deformities. No one in the court of King Janaka took him seriously. But when Ashtavakra began to speak, people understood that he was none less than a Gnani. He challenged Vandi to the debate. The debate was that each individual had to state universal truths in the numerical order. If not, the debate between Vandi and Ashtavakra was that each had to state eternal truths, universal truths according to the number. So, Vandi began the debate by stating eternal truths that showed number 1. He said that the moon is one, the sun is one, the ever burning Agni is one, and the all pervading Shiva is one. It was now the turn of Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra stated the eternal truths that showed number 2. He said that Indra and Agni are 2, Narada Parvatas are 2, husband and wife are 2, and the Ashwini Kumaras for beauty are 2. Then the debate continued with number 3 and so on. When they had come to number 13, it was Vandi's chance to state truths that showed number 13. But Vandi failed to do so. And so Ashtavakra won the debate. He was angry and he wanted to curse Vandi. But Vandi stopped him and said that he need not worry as he had caused no harm to his father. He said that his father Ekapada was a part of a divine yajna that was being performed by his father, no harm to his father. He said that his father Ekapada was a part of a divine yajna that was being performed by his father Varuna. In fact, Vandi even showed to Ashtavakra the great yajna that was being performed by Ekapada and many other Vedic scholars. When Ashtavakra saw it, he was very happy and satisfied. Everyone in the court of Janaka, including Vandi, acknowledged the intellect of Ashtavakra, and Ashtavakra returned home happily with his father Ekapada. Ekapada too was extremely glad and proud of his son. He asked his son to enter into matrimony, but Ashtavakra politely refused and said that no one would come forward to marry him with so many deformities. Ekapada, being a great rishi himself, he said that he would chant some mantras and he asked Ashtavakra to enter into the holy waters of a river that had been purified by some mantras. When Ashtavakra did so, his deformities had gone and he turned into a handsome young man. And then Ashtavakra got married and settled in life. Dear viewers, this is the story behind the birth of Ashtavakra and the life of Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra is a great Jnani. He is a Mahatapasvi. He is a self-realized individual. His teachings are in the form of Ashtavakra Gita or Ashtavakra Samhita. We all know that King Janaka was a great scholar, a great Jnani himself. King Janaka was shown the path of self-realization by none other than Rishi Ashtavakra. Such is the greatness of this Maharishi. We are all indeed blessed to be born in this great land of Bharat where great rishis like Ashtavakra have lived. It must be our duty to learn from their teachings and apply those teachings in our daily life to make this human life purposeful. Hope you all enjoyed the episode of Ashtavakra Maharshi. Dear viewers, I request you to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And please do add a comment in the comment section.